You probably heard that the next Minecraft drop is rumored to be an ocean drop, but what if instead of adding a normal ocean biome they would add an ocean cave, which would complete both Update Aquatic and the cave update. In today's video, I will cover one of the biomes in Alex Caves. You can get the download for that mod in description, and also Minecraft Live is happening very soon, so make sure to like and subscribe because on 10,000 subscribers I will do a face reveal and I will stream Minecraft Live together with you guys, so we will play games and react to the update. And there's also a fake leak contest on my Discord server, so make sure to join it to see some of the best fake leaks which I will cover on live. But now, let's start with everything added in this mod. And oh, believe me, this place is going to be scary. As fast as I'm going down, it's just getting dark. There's no light coming in, and the only things I can see are glow squids, and now I got an advancement. And I'm getting to see the surface first of all. This is how the surface looks. It's filled with blocks. So let me cover the blocks and mobs one by one. First of all, you will see that this is deep slate level since there are some deep slate blocks. But the cave is not made out of deep slate though. It's made out of this block which is muck. Well, this block is not helpful at all because it makes you slow down your journey. As you can see, here's me walking on not a normal block. And here's me walking on muck. It's just like slow sand, but soul sand, but in the ocean. This place is so deep down that there are even some dead corals here. And yes, they are not in normal colors. They are just straight up dead because it's so deep, I guess. Muck is not only the new block which spawns here, because we got another one. And it's called Abyssal. And it spawns on the walls of this deep hole. And it looks pretty good. It looks like black stone, but with this kind of blue or dark blue gradient. Well, compared to muck, this actually has a nice block set. And it has, of course, the basic sticks, walls, and the slabs. And we also got this, Abyssal altar, which can be used into trading with some kind of mobs, which I don't think I will cover in this video, but you can put items in here, which kind of works like the new shelf that we got, but in a much smoother mechanic. And it also has this kind of end eye. This might be also lore related. We also got this Abyssal block, or bricks, which also has these standard variants, and it looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Prismer, I think, so yeah, it has this kind of vibe like it. And also we got Abyssal pillars, which can be stacked like this and look pretty cool, and also tiles, which also look pretty nice. Well, this place is also the source for many different lives and mobs, and I'm going to cover some of them. So first of all, we got mussel, which respawns in here, and you can place it like pedestals, and as you can see, you can stack them in 5 compared to the other blocks, and they spawn, I think, on walls, or maybe not walls, but they spawn on the floor in a lot of places. Well, yeah, they can be placed on walls, I guess. Well, cooking the mussels will give you this, which is a cooked mussel, and you can eat it very fast, just like dried kelp, so this is just some fast food for you. Another thing that these mussels can do is when you mine them, there is a chance that you'll get a pearl, and here it is. I'll show you the use for this item very soon, but as you can see, the chances are pretty good, so it's pretty nice or pretty easy to get them. Well, another block that spawns here is just this ping pong sponge, and as you can see, it is a plant, and you can just stack it, I think, as much as you want, and it will look like just this kind of stick, plus just this plant up here. And I think that it glows, I'm not sure, yes it glows a lot. Well, if you haven't already noticed, you will see that there's a lot of tuff in these places too. And up here, you will see that we got some kind of chimney looking things, which are geothermal vents, and hopefully I pronounced it right. Well, their mechanics are pretty similar to chimneys, but they release different smoke types when they have different things under them. So when they have water, they release this kind of grey cloud with white particles near the thing. When there's lava, it will release black particles, which just look like this. And acid, I don't think I will cover even what it is, but it will release green particles. Thus this is a pretty interesting block. You can also make all the other smaller variants with using the big one. And this would be a pretty interesting building block if we ever got it into the game. Yet another thing that you probably notice is that we have these kind of things, and these are tube worms which grow naturally. They kind of remind me of coarse fruit from the end, and they just grow, and you can place them in different directions. As you can see, you can do something like that, and they're a pretty nice pipe building block. They do not serve any purpose, but they add a pretty nice aesthetic into this place. This place also has some other structures, and the next one that we have is this one, which is kind of a well skeleton. Maybe it's some kind of big mob skeleton. Okay, so it's called Wellfall, and as you can see, there are many other bone blocks that we don't even have in the game, so let's cover them. Well, this cave also adds a bone block set, and we got smooth bone blocks, which kind of remind me of quartz, so I don't know if this is especially needed. But we got hollow bone blocks, and they look perfect. We don't have too many hollow blocks in the game. This will add a lot of variable blocks, so this would be nice. We also got this, which is thin bone block, and you can place them in different directions. They do not connect, but they are pretty nice. We also got these ones, which are bone ribs, and yes, you can enter them, but they look pretty weird because they are so thin, like they are just one block thin. They don't even have any pixels, something like that. We've got a bell covered bone, which is something like this. Okay, I'm not good at bones, so I don't even know what this means, but they look pretty okay. And we also got this bone nodule, and it is just kind of like a mob head. On the bones you will also see that there is something pretty gross, and it's bone worms. Yes, it is called bone worms, and I think that it only spawns close to bones because that's what the name says. And yes, it is a pretty decorational block. I like it. You can place it on walls, which also looks great. It has this fast animation. I don't know if it looks like worms, but still, it kind of looks more like color. And also this might be a bug because here it is flying, but I can't place it in the air, so yep, this is maybe a generation bug. Well, this place can get even more crazy. As you can see, this is a pretty nice structure and it looks amazing on the inside. It is called Abyssal Ruins, and as you can see, it has this kind of rust blocks, which I will cover very soon, and depth glass, which I will also cover soon, and valves, which make you open things. As you can see, it is a pretty nice redstone block, which I will also cover very soon, with drains. Okay, we got iron doors, we got even more valves, which help you open things. Okay, this would be pretty good for a copper update, and here we are. We are inside of this thing. There's no water here, so that is great. We also got a submarine, okay? Or is it a submarine? It probably is. Looking at the description, it literally is a submarine. I don't know if it suits the game, but okay. And this is how the structure looks like. We also got these kind of magnetic activators, which I don't think I'll cover because they are not directly connected to this biome. You also got metal barrels, which look like this, and they have some loot and some items, which I will cover very soon. Why I shouldn't show you these blocks, that I will still do it because the structure was made of these blocks. So we have some rusty scrap metal and rusty scrap metal plates. We got metal swarf, we got scrap metal, and yeah, these are normal variants. These are the rusty ones. I think that they oxidize the same as copper. We got these rebars. Yeah, rebars. We got metal scaffolding, which is pretty cool, and the rusty version too. We got metal barrels, which work like barrels. These will be pretty nice to get in the game, and that's literally it. As I said, valves just kind of enable our redstone signal, and we also got drains, which will drain areas out, I guess. Maybe not some of them, or yes, it actually drains out surfaces, so this would be a pretty nice place or a pretty nice block if you want to drain out some surfaces, and I think that it's connected to the valve. Oh yeah, as you can see, it will just make this texture if it's open or if it's closed. Okay, the only thing that kind of looks weird for this mob or for this mod is a submarine. But yeah, here it is. Here is me in a literal copper submarine. And I can just drive up into the surface. If you want to live in the ocean or if you want to live in this deep ocean, this will be a perfect vehicle, and it is nice. I wish that we actually got something into this game now that I am driving in it. Also, this destroying mug has like a 1.5% chance that it will drop something, which is sea glass shards. And it's pretty interesting. You can make glass with 4 of them, but if you make this kind of thing, wait, let me just put the iron, you'll get death glass, and it is pretty cool because, okay, let me just drain the surface. If you use this glass, you will see everything underwater normally, and this looks so cool in my opinion. We also got these mobs, which are basically sea pigs, and they spawn in small groups. As you can see, they look so weird. They are kind of like jelly, but you can feed them items, and they will give you much more items like pearls, or even this thing, which is, what is it called? Marine snow. Well, marine snow actually helps you to kind of revive things. As an example, if we have muscles here and I put it, it will give you 1 extra muscle every time you press it. If you go to this dead coral and you just spam this block, you'll get more coral and you can just even duplicate them. I don't know if this is an intended feature, but it might be. It might be something like bone meal, but for the ocean. Now I'm going to show you something pretty epic, and we got diving equipment. Yes, we got diving helmet, chest plate, leggings and boots. And just look at me, this is so cool. I kind of wish that they redid the copper update and just added these things instead of the normal copper armor that we have, because this looks neat. Well, all armor pieces except for chest plate give you special effects. The boots make you walk in much better, the leggings make you swim faster, and the helmet gives you water breathing for 40 seconds when underwater. The structure that I covered also gives you 2 different pirate shirts. And we got the guardian one, which, okay, is it a guardian? Probably. We also got the hero one, so let's see what it represents. Is it a crab? I don't know what it is, but it seems pretty interesting. Okay, so we also got this engine thing, which can be found in the structure, and let me show you the coolest thing ever. When I make a platform like this, place the block in here, then place the blocks like this, place 2 glass rows here, and then just do this. Oh, I will get a submarine. I'm not even joking, this is like one of the coolest things ever. Before we go to some other special items, let's cover some of the mobs. And first of all, we got some quite passive ones, and we got this one. It's called the Ghost Samer. Hopefully I said it right, and I can put it into a bucket. And also when I was slaying this guy, okay, he's a little hard to get, but yes, I will get this thing. Okay, there's a hard name, that is bioluminescence. Hopefully I said it right too. Okay, we also got yet another mob, which is the lanternfish, and it is quite small. I can also bucket it, yes. And when I slay it, I will get this kind of normal lanternfish, which I can also eat. Does it give any effect? I don't think so. But I can also cook it and get a cooked lanternfish, which is also pretty weird, but I can eat it pretty fast. But the thing is that they spawn in large groups, as you can see. So these fishes are pretty easy to farm. So that is pretty cool. Well, another passive fish is the triple fish, and it looks pretty cool. You can also bucket it, as you can see. And when you take it down, you'll get a normal triple fish and also the cooked variant. And I don't think they give you any effects, and you can eat them normally. I kind of already covered them up, but we got sea pigs. And you can also bucket them, and when you do this, you can also get them, but I don't think that they have cooked variants, and they will just give you hunger for 1 minute, so I do not recommend you to eat them. So now we are going into some neutral mobs, and first of all, we got the deep one. And you can just place some things on the altar. Let me just check it out how it works. Okay, it will swim to it, okay, and then it takes the item and gives something else. As you can see, now I got a raw fish. These mobs are kind of like the piglins, but of the underwater universe. They kind of can swim, and I think that if you attack them, they'll be a quite hard challenge to kill. But as you can see, they are pretty huge mobs, and they are scary in some way. And as you can see, I just got clay. Also, they have this kind of reputation system where if you kill some mobs, they will get better reputation and maybe trade better with you, I think. But we also got the night versions, yes. And you can also trade with them. Let me just try to get one of them to trade. And as you can see, he took my pearl and he gave me something. But one of the things that he can give you is this type of weapon. And let me tell you, this weapon is great. It's called the Orpho Lance, yes. It has 6 attack damage. And look at this, I can just charge it up. And you might think, oh yeah, I will just throw this thing like a trident. Nope, I will literally go into another mob or just run into it. This is so OP. I don't think I can actually take it down with 1 hit. usually. So it's not like the best weapon, but also let me do this in this perspective. As you can see, I'm creating some of the waves and also creating this kind of wave effect. If we got this weapon in the game, it would be so OP when taking down mob swarms, and I believe that we maybe should get some kind of overpowered weapons into the game. Well, that's not all, since we got one more Deep 1 variant, and it's the Deep 1 Meg. And as you can see, he also takes my item. He looks extremely dangerous, and he also gives me some items. And he also have his own weapon, which I will show you very soon. And just look at them, they look so magical, and they make this space pretty interesting, because they actually cannot harm you if you are not doing anything bad to them. So it has a small chance to give you this sea staff, and you can just attack him like this, which is crazy in my opinion. I can just spam attacks, and I don't think that this is like the best thing that you could get in the game. It's not like very powerful, but if you want to spam just projectiles on some type of mobs, it will be pretty cool to do. Next up we got the Hole Breaker, which is a massive mob, and it tries to destroy glowing mobs and also submarines, and I think that it's pretty hard to take down. Just look at how much health this guy has. This guy is really a challenge, and also he's neutral, so it's not like this guy will attack you out of nowhere. You need to attack him first, or you need to glow or be in a submarine. So okay, let me just try to take this guy down. I don't even know how many hits it took to destroy him, but we got this engine, we got Immortal Embryo, which I will test very soon, and we also got some shards. This item can be used to craft some other eggs which are related to the other caves, so I might show them in another video. We also got this Mine Guardian, which, I don't know, it works kind of like an anchor, and yes, and it's pretty easy to take down, so I don't think that there's anything bad with it. That was all for the mobs, but we also got some other structures that I think I need to show you, and as you can see we have these types of structures, which kind of remind me of trial chambers, but yeah, here is a bed I guess. And there are also some structures which are made to trade with the deep ones, and okay, it's pretty hard to find one now, so yeah. It should be this place because we can see we have sponges and we have things like that, but I don't see any of those pedestals where you can trade with them. Okay, that is weird. So let's try to find some other ones. We got even more ruins. Here we got yet another ruin which is, I think, exactly the same, which is a little weird. And here we maybe got one. Yes, here we have the altar, which yeah, is the thing that I want to do, and here was the thing that I showcased. Now we also got a bunch of items, and I will cover all of them now, and there is a lot of interesting things here. Well, bioluminescence is one of the things that you get from the mob, but when you use a stick, you'll get a type of torch. It looks like this. It doesn't have any animation, it just looks like this, and it's pretty neat. This type looks like Unroarer 2, so I don't think that there's anything too special with it. It doesn't have any animations, so I guess that it's just kind of a glow stick. Now let me show you yet another interesting block. So when you take bioluminescence, or I know what it's called, and a ping pong sponge, you can make something pretty interesting too. By putting them at the bottom and putting them at the top, you'll get something which is a flora. So what could this flora be? I guess, let me put you this scenario. You are underwater, you are drowning, and you need to get up very fast. You just click on it, and boom! This is the fastest way you can get above the water. This is so cool in my opinion. Also, by getting a lot of different fishes from here, you will make a deep sea sushi roll. And you can eat it and get a lot of health points, and that's it. It doesn't give you any effects or something like that. And you need 4 different fish types from what I see, or maybe 1, I don't know. The Gazing Pearl is something that you can get from the deep one, and it shows your reputation. So as you can see, my reputation is neutral because it has a neutral light, but it will change colors every time I'm doing something bad. So let me just get a sword here, and let me try to hit this guy and see what my reputation will be. And wait, okay, that was a problem. As you guys can see, it became blue, and now my reputation is much worse. Okay, now it became dark blue. So yeah, now the mobs might hate me and try to attack me. By trading with the deep ones, you'll get the glow and normal ink bombs, and they are pretty interesting, which could be used in PvP and things like that. So let me just show you that. When I throw this bomb, it will just make me blind, and everything around me will be dark, of course. And now when it's off, the same thing can happen when I'm using the glowing one, but the thing is, I will become glowing too, so people will be able to see me, so this looks pretty cool too. Depth chargers are something that drops from the new guardians here, and when you throw them, they will kind of explode. They are like smaller TNTs or dynamite. As you can see, this looks pretty cool. Well, this item is pretty interesting. You can get it by trading with the Deep One Night version, and when you call it, if you're fighting with someone, all of these mobs will come to you and will try to help you in a battle, which is honestly amazing. Imagine you're having some kind of fight and you just call it and all of the mobs come and find you. We also got animals, which are blocks that kind of spawn randomly, and you can get them by trading with the deep ones. I don't know what they do, honestly. There's no wiki page for them. I see that you can place them in a little weird directions, or they just spawn like that. As you can see, they are not exactly on the block. I don't know what they do. They're maybe purely decorational, but yes, they spawn from time to time on the blocks. Also, by 9 pearls you can make a pearl block, which is great for collecting and trading. Well, here's a potion that I wish I knew before I got into this water, but we got Deep Sight. When you drink it, it removes all of the fog here, and also I have a night vision, so it looks a little different, but it removes the fog, and look at this place right now. This looks honestly so cool. And we also got Potion of Glowing, which makes me glow, of course, and this is something that I don't think we have on vanilla yet, because you can only get it by using spectral arrows. We also got some enchantments for the new weapons, I think, maybe for some unrare thing, but I don't think that I care enough to cover them. But yeah, thank you so much for this video. If you want more videos like this, please like and subscribe and comment. Should I do more videos about Alex Caves, or should I just leave it like that, with this unrare mod, of course. And the download is in the description if you want to see it. And remember, like and subscribe. On 10,000 subscribers I will do a face reveal, and comment water if you want, if you want me to know that you have watched the entire video. So now, have a great day, thanks for watching, and bye.